Okay.
Hi there, Ellwood City sports fans, alongside Mohawk Warrior fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania. It's tonight's action. It's the MAC action. We're back in section play. It's your Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Mohawk Warriors. A little travel down Route 18 into the Ellwood City area. Not too bad out there. That's a lot. That's a lot. We do appreciate you tuning in. My name is Brad Windhorst alongside Dakota Marshall for Ellwood City Sports. Thad Sturgeon will join us for the varsity game. A little bit of a makeshift JV game going to happen here. We're going to play it by the ear, shall we say. No pun intended. The JV squad here for Mohawk did just show up about 10 minutes ago. So we are going to play normal time here, 6 o'clock at the top of the hour here. The first half is going to be normal, 7-minute quarters, and then we're going to adjust from there to make sure that the varsity game tips off at 7:30. So bear with us, folks, if things get a little erratic and crazy up here, changing the scoreboard and everything. But a big game tonight here, folks, for both teams. We'll talk about it during the varsity game, but if you look at the standings on your screen right now, this is a big one. The standings are actually the wrong standings. Those are the girls' standings, so we do apologize that real quick. We'll make that change. But basically, this is a game for first place, for that matter. Both teams coming into play undefeated in section play. Ellwood 3-0, Mohawk Warriors 2-0, 8-2 overall versus 7-4. So both these teams have done pretty darn good stuff recently across the board. But we'll talk more about that when the varsity game starts later on this evening. So we'll go from here. We got our starting lineups here.
So we have number 4, Smiley.
Yep.
Mohawk gets possession first, so we have number 12 for Mohawk.
Yep, we'll go through Ellwood City first here. That's Tyler Smiley. Number 15 is Gino Biondi. Number 22. I'm trying to go in order here so I can write this
21.
down. Sorry, 21. That's Hendrickson.
22.
So Brandon Hendrickson will be starting. 22. That's AJ Smith.
23.
And then 23. That's Adrian Alver. So right off the bat, a quick turnover. It's going to go back to Ellwood City here to start off. So Mohawk did win the tip, and there's the first points of the evening. A 2-point bucket there by Adrian Alver, assisted by A.J. Smith. So the Wolverines come out early here, take the early commanding lead of 2-0. And just like that, this is what I was just going to allude to this. The 3-point basket shooting tonight is what we're going to see from Mohawk. And right on cue, number 12 steals the ball back here for Mohawk. He'll drive to the lane. He'll put it up. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound's going to be taken there now. Defensively, we may get our first time up, and we do.
Jump ball favoring the Wolverines.
Yep.
So also for the Warriors, we have number 20, number 22,
Keep going.
25,
Yep.
and 34.
Perfect. There we go. So number 12, he made that three-pointer. That was Tanner Platt, as well as number 20, that being Cameron O'Lear. 22, that's Talon Swanson. 25 is Cass Stratton. And number 34 is Briar Crawford. So there's your starting 5 for both teams. A three-pointer.
And a 3 for Alver, I believe.
Nope, that was number 4, Tyler Smiley. And
Okay.
I tell you what, Dakota, he picked up where he left off. He had 18 points in the JV game against Clarion Limestone. He went for 18 with 5 three-pointers in that game.
And Wolverines get possession after that ball is tipped out of bounds by the Warriors.
So already basically 2 lead changes in this one. Wolverines took the lead, a three-pointer.
Smiley brings it up, but he loses the handle, and they're going to say tipped out, and it's going to stay with the Wolverines.
Okay. We'll go with it here, folks. So Tyler Smiley will be inbounding here. A full court pressure, but not tight, not a trap, although I say that now. Now here comes the trap from Mohawk. Hendrickson off to Alver. Shot is no good. Rebound there taken by the big dude. That is Brian Crawford all the way to the hoop. He'll put it up, and it's good. Wow. Crawford, not small at all. He's actually the tallest player for the Mohawk Warriors, sitting there at 6'4", the tallest player on that squad. And he is a freshman, or a junior, my apologies. Guaranteed he'll see playing time at that varsity level as well. 6'4" frame. Woo. So Wolverines with the ball here.
Real close to the timeline there.
Yeah, he's met there by Platt. He's going to have to get rid of it, or the 5-second call may get called here. Got to be very careful. Off to Hendrickson there. Brandon picks up his dribble. He'll pass off to Smiley. Again, he's made the three-pointer as well as Alver. He's got the 2-point bucket from A.J. Smith. And there is Alver. The runner is up, and the bank is open and good. Nice play there once again. A.J. Smith for the second time. He's got 2 assists. Alver's got 4 points. Platt with the ball here. He's going to drive. It's going to kick off of his foot, actually taken and stolen there by A.J. Smith. That 2-3 zone for the Wolverines working. Smith picks up his dribble and kicks out to Smiley, and we'll reset. Although he goes back door, the layup is no good. Put back, almost good. Rebound again, and he will be fouled, and that is Alver.
I think that one's going to be on number 34.
I think
waiting for
are.
Confirmation. Yes,
yep,
number 34. Correct. So that will be his first foul, team's first.
Yeah, bear with us on fouls, folks. For the JV game, they don't put the numbers and the fouls and points and everything up on the board. So that one we did see 34 picked up his first. That's Crawford.
So first shot by Alver is no good, and we got some wholesale changes here for Mohawk. I see number 10, number 3, number 15, and 21.
So that is Landon Argiro, and then number 10, that is Andrew Lloyd. Second free throw is good there by Alver. Also on the court now, that is number 15, that being Landon Schmid, and 21, Brandon Radziminski.
Number 3 with the ball now.
Driving to the corner, then stolen there by Brandon Hendrickson. Hendrickson, one of the seniors on the team. Yep, set up the Biondi, who's been running the point position here, interchanged with A.J. Smith as well as Tyler Smiley. Drive here by Biondi into the corner. Almost lost it. Picks up his dribble, though. Got to get out of it. See what he does. He gets it off to Tyler Smiley. Smiley, backdoor cut here is Hendrickson. He's looking to drive. He's got the lane. He'll pick up his dribble, get caught underneath the hoop. Got to go with it, unfortunately.
And he gets fouled.
Wow. Okay.
That's going to be on number 3 for Mohawk. His first, team second.
Okay, so that'll be...
Alver gets out of that one.
Yeah, we got lucky as Hendrickson in that bottom pocket corner there. And it's going to go to the bench now as number 13. That's Adam Jeffcoat. He'll check in. Jeffcoat quickly will get the ball here, looking to drive, kick out to Smiley. That's been the bread and butter. That layup is no good. Tipped out here. It's going to be taken by the Warriors, number 15, that being Schmid. Schmid picks up his dribble. He'll pass off here to Lloyd. Lloyd kick out in the corner here.
Number 20 who checked back in.
Deep 3 for Platt, and it's good. And you want to identify your shooters there, Dakota, and that's one of them. That is number 12, and that is Tanner Platt, a sophomore guard, 5'10", but he can shoot the rock.
Jeffcoat gets it off to Hendrickson over to Smiley.
And you identify the shooter. There's Smiley. He's left open this time. That's not what you want to do on defense, but they get away with it. Platt looking to drive, backdoor dribble, and I think they're going to call foul
on the floor on Smiley. It'll be his first, team's first.
Yep, so that foul's on Smiley.
Checking in for Mohawk is number 41 now.
Yep, and that is Peyton Weber. We hear that name before as well. He's a junior, forward, 5'10". Backdoor pass tipped around and taken and stolen by Biondi. He'll look to drive up the court here, checks the back door. He's okay. He'll go to the hoop. He'll put the bank, and it's no good. Backside rebound by Platt. I like the move, just got to get the finish. Platt met there with resistance from Biondi. Good thing about Biondi, he's got that motor. He'll get back as quick as he can. Pass stolen there by Hendrickson. Outletted the Jeffcoat. He catches up to it across the timeline. Hendrickson with the ball off to Smiley. Early going here, folks, once again, about the 2:20 mark. Rolling clock. Jeffcoat looking for the back door. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, got called for the carry there.
So A.J. Smith will check back in, as well as, let's see, number 25 checks in for Mohawk.
Yep.
And 13, I believe.
Yeah, so kind of a split here between the starting 5 and that backdoor 4 that came on the court, as we call the hockey line, shall we say. Around the horn we go. Looking at backdoor cut. Left open here. Close is Landon Ajuro. He'll pass out of that to Shimrick. Shimrick checked in. That's number 13. That's one of the new ones.
And Smith will kick it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Warriors.
So do apologize for pronunciation. That's number 13, Dax Shimrak, who checked in. My apologies. Minute 49 here, inbounding is Mohawk Warriors. Inbounds there, and the bucket is good.
Fouled.
Yeah, a nice bucket by number 21 for 2, and that is Brandon Radziminski.
And the foul's going to be on Ellwood, number 21, Hendrickson. It'll be his first, team's second.
So we're sitting here, minute 46 in this first quarter. Mohawk took the lead back once again. That's now I think the third lead change in this one.
So Mohawk does not get the and one.
Rebound, though, does go to number 3, that being Ijuro. He'll set up the point here. Landon dribbling to that right side, looking for a screen there from Weber. Backdoor cut by Weber, stolen nicely by the senior Hendrickson. He looks to bring up the ball. He'll pass up, but it's going to be stolen right back by the Warriors on that base or that sideline. Here's Landon Ijuro. Turnaround, pop shot. Rolls through the wicket, no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Mohawk. So we're going to get another sub. I think that is number 14 checking in.
24?
34, my apologies. Yep. So we're back to Briar Crawford. He'll set the screen here on this inbounds play. Nice little tip there to Weber. The bucket is up and good. So nice little play there. Kind of carbon copy what Wolverines do. Mohawk gets it, and they're up now 12-8.
Hendrickson with the ball gets it to Smiley.
Smiley hits the timeline here to minute 3 left in this first quarter. Again, modified probably second half with a late start time. We'll talk more about that later in the second half. Smiley with the ball here into the corner, met there by Weber. Difference in size is underneath the hoop.
Alver with the 2 points.
And so far it's been the Alver show. It's 7 points now for Adrian Alver. Drive here from Landon. The bank is open, and it's good. And I tell you what, this is what you're going to see all night long. Mohawk is not going to waste any time. It's almost like the system that's run back in the 90s. Just run up and down the court. Take the shot.
Smith real close to that timeline, but he gets it to Alver, who gets it to Smiley.
No foul called there. It's going to be rebounded by the Warriors here with 20 seconds remaining. Setting it up will be Landon Ijuro. He'll run the point here with 15 seconds or so remaining in this first quarter. Come to the left side, looking for that backdoor cut. 5 seconds remaining, tipped around. It's going to be out here about 40 feet away. With 2 seconds remaining, the runner is up, and it is short. So, after the first quarter, it's 14-10 in favor of the Mohawk Warriors. We'll take a timeout with them, folks. Stay with us as we bring you second quarter action in this JV matchup. Warriors up by 4. All right, folks, welcome back here. Rolling clock here in the second quarter. Again, 7-minute quarter here in the JV matchup. Early lead, Warriors 14-10 in the early going. Platt with the ball here. Gets a screen. He'll set it up into the corner for 3. It's up, and it's good. Nice bucket there by number 21. That being Brandon Radzminski. He's got 5 points in the early going. A 7-point lead, the biggest lead of the night so far for Mohawk. Smiley picks up his dribble. Got to get it across the timeline. This is going to be close. Oh, boy.
He gets it.
Yeah, they did. Just barely.
Stays in bounds at that.
Yep, and again, this is what Mohawk does. You're going to see fast-paced offense. Basically, they don't run a set. Defensively, they're going to be right in your face man-to-man all night long. A.J. Smith now with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Again, something you shouldn't do in the middle of the court. Biondi picks up his dribble. He'll pass off to it. Looking through that clarion motion offense there. Over to Biondi. Backdoor cut there with Smith, not there. Biondi will pass off to Jeff Coat, and we'll reset here. And Mohawk Warriors got 4 players extended out past the three-point line, just meeting you outside, making you do something you don't want to do. Smiley off the Biondi. Here comes that double team in the corner. Got to get out of it. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay, though, with Ellwood. Whew. That suffocating defense there by the Mohawk Warriors. Again, it's a 14-10 first quarter, early three-point bucket. That's why you got a 7-point lead. The outside shot is going to have to fall for Ellwood at some point if they get open. Smith drives, turnaround shot. Runner's no good. Taken there on the backside there by Radzminski. He'll bring it up here. He'll pull it back out and set up. Shot there from Platt for 3. It's up and it's good. Wow. Platt's on fire. He's got 9, and that was actually number 22 with the assist. That was Talon Swanson. And just like that, 2 3-pointers, a 10-point lead by Mohawk. Ball tipped there, stays with Ellwood. Backdoor cut here beyond. He's going to be met with good resistance from Mohawk. He's got nowhere to go. He passes it out, tipped around. Here's an opportunity. Smiley going to take that 3. No good. Rebounded there by O'Lair. Platt with the ball here. He brings across the timeline. 4:52 remaining in the first half. Driving the corner, back out to Platt, left wide open. I can say it's almost good almost every time. This time it's not, though. Offensive rebound. Nice save there, but to Alver, he's going to pass out of it. So for the one time and only time it's happened, Platt has missed a shot, and Ellwood has gotten lucky to get away with it. Smiley looking to drive. Backdoor cut to Jeffcoat. Loses the handle. He gets it back. A.J. Smith for 2. Shot's no good. Backside rebound there by Swanson. All the way to the hoop. He loses it, though. Good little tip and steal there by Biondi. Now he'll go the other way. We've got 95 feet coming right at you, folks, left and right. Smiley for 3. No good. Backside rebound. Mohawk Warriors again. Swanson. Actually, this time it's O'Lair. The 20s are going to screw me up all night long. O'Lair resets, and we finally slow it down here. The first time in about, 3 minutes. First possession taking more than 10 seconds. O'Lair gets a screen. Backside, Platt thought about the 3. He kicks out of it. Now going through the middle. Nice defense from Alver. O'Lair and Alver, how about that on the court together?
More wholesale changes here as we got number 3, 12, or 23, 15, and 21, I believe, all just checked in, Brad.
Yep, a little mixture of everything there.
As well as number 21 for the Wolverines, Hendrickson checked in for Smith.
Yep, and we're going to get a tie up here, I think,
and
or maybe a foul. Yeah, I wondered if there was going to be a foul call, and they did call it.
On, I believe, Alver.
I believe you are correct as well.
So that is his second?
His first.
His first?
Yep.
Team's first of the quarter.
Nobody in true foul trouble, but again, folks, we'll try to keep this track. The varsity game, they'll put the fouls and everything up on the board. And the clock has not started yet. Clock. Clock. We're still at 3:38 for the past 10 seconds. Not really sure why the clock's not rolling. Nobody's watching the clock.
The one official made a motion, but kind of under the table.
Got to run the clock.
To run.
Run the clock. We'll just keep waving the hand here. The clock's got to roll, and it's still at 3:38, but we'll keep track of it. The clock is still not going. And now the clock goes down 4 seconds.
And there's the official going over to tell them that
I mean,
we need to run the clock.
At some point, a whole minute comes off the board, and it still hasn't gone. We're going to have to reset it here because we started late, so this is going to they're going to have to reset this. They're going to take.
They set it to 2:45.
Okay. I think that is pretty good, accurately wise.
Okay.
I'll give them credit.
And the clock is rolling.
Yeah, we'll do some catch up here. No, that is not like time just flying by, folks. That's me just pushing buttons.
So Biondi gets it to Smiley.
Into the corner
over
to Smith. Yep.
Back to Smiley.
Smiley passes out to Biondi. He'll take that 3. Why not? Ooh, almost looked good. Henderson, nice offense rebound quickly to A.J. Smith. Thought about it, but they'll reset again here. Clock still rolling here. Under 2:20 remaining in this first half. Smiley looking for the clear out. He gets a screen from Alvaro, though he picks up his dribble. Back over to A.J. Smith. And we'll reset once again. And now a 2-3 zone, a trap at the point. Wow. This is aggressive defense here from Mohawk. Alver, there's the wide open man. The bank is open. And I tell you what, Dakota, I was just going to say it. The way to beat that 2-3 zone, it's open in the middle, and there you go. Alver now 9 points.
And that's Wolverines' first points of this quarter.
Yeah, and they needed it.
And broke a long run for the Warriors.
Yep, back-to-back shots no good by the Warriors, but they'll maintain it on offense here. Kind of like a steal there, and they'll reset here, minute 30 or so.
Smith trying to kick it out, but Warriors will maintain possession.
Yep, Landon passes off here. Down low to the big guy. He's met with resistance. Back out to Argero. Shot is no good. Backside rebound taken by Smiley. Trap possible. He does get out of it, though. Ooh, that's a dangerous pass.
And ball goes out of bounds by the Warriors, so it's going to be Wolverine possession as number 41 and 12 check back in for the Warriors.
So inbounding here are the Wolverines with the ball here. Minute 10 remaining, first half. They got to get something going. They're down by 8. Nice baseball pass there to Hendrickson. Off to Alver. He'll put the runner up, and it's good. Nice look once again. It's been the Alver show, folks, for the Wolverines.
He's in double digits now,
oh, absolutely.
Brad?
Yeah, that's now 11 points there for Alver, and they're crucial because if he didn't score 11 right now, it wouldn't be pretty. Kick out here to the corner. Back around the horn we go. Maybe the last possession possible here.
Yeah, 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, once again, 12's out there. Tanner Platt, he's got 9 points, 3 threes. He's 3 for 4 from deep so far in this one. Platt with the ball. Pass over. A little bit of ball dribbling here with 25 seconds. If you're Wolverines, I would say come out and extend it, and there you go. Henderson will come out and make that 5-second call. Back over to Ijero. Backdoor cut, left wide open to the hoop. Runner's no good. Tipped around. It's going to be taken there by the Wolverines. Biondi. 10 seconds remaining here. He outlets off to Hendrickson, and it's going to be through his legs. He'll put it up. Back out to Smiley. 5 seconds. He thought about it. Quickly over to Henderson. Left open for 3. Oh, it was almost good, folks. That would have brought the house down.
At the end of the first half, score is Warriors 20, Wolverines 14.
Yeah, good first half there for Mohawk. The three-point line, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 4 3-pointers in that first half that led to the 12 of the 20. Not as many points as that first quarter, 14-10, but a 6-4 second quarter. I think both teams kind of filled each other out in that first quarter, and all of a sudden the defense kind of ramped up. Only 10 total points in that quarter. So, folks, stay with us, folks. We'll take a timeout here. 14-20 here at halftime, the JV game. Varsity is at 7:30. That'll be the same stream here on Ellwood City Sports. All right, folks, welcome back here. Halftime's about ready to wrap up here shortly. I have to apologize. We were just talking about it off the air. Yesterday, we did say a light dusting was possible for the winter snow, and obviously that's not the case. They were, saying 1 to 3 inches or something like that?
Oh, I don't know.
I would say we probably got a good solid 2 inches, and we're supposed to get more overnight. They were saying 4 to 7 inches in certain places by Saturday, Sunday morning once everything's done. But hopefully you're joining us here in the nice confines of the Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania. If not, hopefully you're joining us from, your living room, maybe some hot chocolates out there. Happy New Year, everybody. We do appreciate you joining us here. It's halftime. Yeah, there's our little Happy New Year. It's a little gift there off to the side there. But we're going to start the second half, normal quarters actually. Both teams kind of refrained from fouling a lot in that first half, so we got through it within 30 minutes. So that's pretty darn good. So we're just back to normal 7-minute quarters here to finish out the JV game. A 20-14 lead in favor of the Mohawk Warriors. Got to give credit to number 12, Tanner Platt. He came out and made the first bucket for the Warriors and went 3 for 4 from the three-point line. He's got 9 points, alongside 5 points from number 21, Brandon Ransminski. On the flip side, it has been a one-man wrecking crew. Tyler Smiley with 1 3-pointer, but after that, it has been Alver. You take away those 3 points, you got Alver's total. He has 11 points so far in this first half.
Possession arrow in favor of the Wolverines as they will start with possession.
Yep.
Smith there getting trapped. He needs to get out of it.
Yep,
and
quickly turned over.
To the Warriors.
And a tough foul there from A.J. Smith. He thought he got all ball, but that's a tough spot there on the baseline. It's a hard foul, but it is a foul.
Pushing foul on number 22. His first, I believe, team's first of the half.
Yep.
So foul is on the floor.
So inbounding here will be the Warriors. Out to the top of the point here. Number 20 back over to Platt. He's left open. Oh, good defense, though, from Smiley, break through. Now the other side, three-pointer is left open, no good. Backside rebound, reverse layup is up and good. There by the big guy, and that is number 25. His first points of the evening, that's Cash Stratton. Out back to the point here to Smiley. Now over to the far side. Smith left open for 3, thought about it, he'll think otherwise. AJ back out to Smiley here at the point. Smiley looking to drive, picks up his dribble. Back out here. Nowhere to go are the Wolverines. They get met. Good defense, good body resistance, meeting the Warriors halfway there. And unfortunately, it's going to cost
travel.
Yeah, it's going to be a travel on A.J. Smith, unfortunately. And, again, good defense from the Warriors. They've had the suffocating defense in the first half. Now it's almost like you're manning up shoulder to shoulder, just stopping the dribbling. Penetration from the Wolverines. Warriors with the ball. Now back out to Platt. He's been running the point here for the most of that first half, other than when he was subbed out. Off to Swanson. Through the middle now. It's going to be tipped and taken there by Platt. Offset there. Back through the middle. Nice steal from Biondi, though. Good court awareness to break that one down in the middle. Smith now. Good resistance here. Met there by Stratton. Got to be careful the back door. Double team into the corner. Smiley for three. It's good. The second three-pointer for the Wolverines, and Tyler Smiley's got 6 now. That cuts the lead down to 5.
Both are Smiley, correct?
Yep. Nice little pump fake and bucket there by the big guy, number 34, that being Crawford. He's got 4. That's the way. Got to give credit. Alvarez 6'4" as well, but you pump fake, you're going to get your man up high. Biondi looking to drive. Hands it off there to Hendrickson. Out to Smiley, left open, down low to Alvarez. He put the bank shot. It's halfway down, in and out. You got to finish those. Rebound goes to Platt. Platt brings it up here, although he loses the handle. Now A.J. Smith. Oh, boy, here we go. Crossover, and nice defense there by the big boy, number 34, Briar Crawford, with the block.
And substitutions here as number 10, number 21, and number, turn so I can get your number 3, I believe was the other one that came in.
So ball stays with the Wolverines. Nice inbound play.
And a foul.
Yeah, they're going to have to call that one there for sure.
That's going to be a foul on number 3 for the Warriors. I believe his team's first of the half. Smiley going, oh, it's his second.
Yeah, that's his second. Yep.
Brad's correcting me because he has it in front of him. Smiley to the line for 2. First shot, nothing but net.
That's a good bucket there. Good free throw from Tyler Smiley. Tyler Smiley last game out against Clarion Limestone in that JV game. He had 18 points and shot the three-pointer very, very well, and it's something the Wolverines are going to need more of. Second free throw here, up and good. Very efficient Tyler Smiley, and yeah, I can go on record saying if he didn't have a brother that was a senior, Chris Smiley, I bet you he could be in that starting role next year for sure. Pass out the Platt here with the Warriors. Setting up here, 4:32 remaining in this third quarter. Warriors maintaining that 5-point lead. It was 6, now down to 5. Platt with the ball here, 2-3 zone by the Wolverines defense. Off the corner here, good resistance from Hendrickson. Ball tipped a second time, taken by Platt. Off to the far side, down low, through the wickets, no man territory, but taken there by Landon Igero. Pass over here. Back around to the other side. Landon with the runner. It's up, no good. Tipped out of bounds. We'll see if it goes to the Wolverines. It does.
It does.
Nice.
Richie was right there to see that one.
Yep. Full court pressure now from the Warriors.
Inbounding to Smiley.
Yep. Got to be careful. You want to make the smart pass. That was a little scary there initially. Biondi will bring it up. Nice play. I like that. Dribble it over the halftime mark and get going. Although he goes into the corner, and that's a bad spot. Nice timeout here taken by the Wolverines assistant coach, Ricky Roth. Smart move.
30-second timeout.
Yeah. That's a bad spot to be in if you're on that baseline. Again, folks, you can check us out on our website, www.ecwolverines.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram's finally rolling. Although we found out that you can only you can't post 25 times through Gipper onto Instagram, but we don't have to worry about that ever again because 25 pictures within 24 hours is pretty hard for us to do unless there's like 6 basketball games in 2 days.
I don't know. You like your graphics.
I do like my graphics. You are correct. But you can also check us out on YouTube, Ellwood City Wolverines. You can go back and watch a couple of the games. If you missed the holiday tournaments and whatnot, you can go back and watch those. A very good, convincing win last night. The girls defeated the Mohawk Warriors 65-30, so you can always go back and watch that game as well.
Real close to an over and back there, but Hendrickson keeps it.
Yep. Wolverine ball out of that timeout. A.J. Smith, ball tipped there, taken by Smiley. Got to look for an open man here. I tell you what, for as much snow as we've had, it is a decent crowd already for this JV matchup. Almost filled on the adult side of things. Hendrickson gets his own tipped ball. He'll take it. Unfortunately, the shot's no good. Rebounded there by the Mohawk Warriors. Landon brings it up here for the Warriors. Pass over to Platt. Back out to Ijero. Looks around the corner. Platt down in the corner there. Taken by Lloyd. Back out to the point once again. Just waiting for something to open up. Good defense from the Wolverines, although, again, you're down by 5. You got to break into it. And there's Biondi looking for the strip steal. It doesn't happen. Three-pointer's no good. Taken by Hendrickson. Baseball pass up to Smiley. A 3-on-2 if they look up for it. He's driving back out to Hendrickson. They'll reset. Hendrickson looking for somebody to get open. Unfortunately, nobody is. Smiley almost lost it. He does lose it now. Taken there by Landon Ijiro. Nice extra pass there. Good defense, although the bucket is good and one. Wow.
So that foul's on Smiley. That'll be his second now. Team second of the half, as we have Jeff Coate as well as number 15 and 34 checking in for the Warriors.
So Schmid as well as Crawford. That bucket was good by number 21. That's Radziminski. He's now got 7 points in this one, looking for 8. And 1 free throw's up, and it's good. So just like that, when the Wolverines got it down to 5, it goes back up to 8, 27-19. Nice extra pass here, a little bit sloppy though. Doesn't get the bucket. Is Alver, rebounded there by Crawford. I like the play though by the Wolverines, just got to finish. The layups have been costly so far in this, 3 quarters. Ball tipped there, taken by Henderson. Nice defense. He's got the lane. Right side layup is up and good. Nice play there by Hendrickson. He gets in the scoring action. So that will be just the 3rd player for the Wolverines to score in this one, although the lead's only 6. Nice pass, although stolen there by Alvaro. Oh, boy, he got away with a little bit of a walk. Biondi does get it over the timeline. Wolverines looking to get back-to-back buckets just for the 3rd time, basically, in this game. Biondi, right side, shot no good. Rebounded there by Landon Ijiro. He'll bring it up here. A 1-on-4 option. He'll put the runner up. It's no good. Rebounded by Alver. Minute 26 remaining. Extended defense here. Unfortunately, Biondi loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Warriors. He just took his eyes off of the play, basically. He got caught.
Biondi was trying to get it as a tip ball, but Warriors get possession as A.J. Smith checked in for the Warriors, or Wolverines.
Yep, A.J. Smith, nice tip there, although he's going to lose it right back to the deflection from the Warriors. He'll reach in, and unfortunately, he's going to get called.
So that'll be his 2nd foul. Thank you, Brad.
Yep.
And team's 3rd now.
So that is a floor foul. Team's 3rd. Again, we shoot on 5 fouls, so it'll be an inbounds here for the Warriors with just over a minute remaining in this 3rd quarter. Pass over to the far side. Extended 2-3 zone here. Wherever the ball goes, the Wolverines extend out to that player. Through the middle now. Back out to the point. Around the horn we go. Down low. Alvaro reaching in. Nice defense there on Crawford. Picks up his dribble. Passes out here for 3. It's up. No good. Got away with a foul there potentially. Biondi with the rebound. Got to go with somewhere with it.
Some help.
Yep. He does get it. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the option for the Wolverines. Runner's no good. Rebounded by Crawford. Extra pass has to happen there, unfortunately. Warriors with the ball here. 33 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. Fast-moving quarter. Setting us up here for a good finish in the JV game. 20 seconds. Olaire with the ball. He'll pass over here to Swanson. Swanson around the horn we go. And he will actually pass it too hard. It's going to be taken here by Smith. Oh, boy, he slips and falls a little bit. We do recover. 5 seconds. Smiley, he's going to think about this, I guarantee you. He'll pass out of it to Biondi for 3. Shot is
stuck.
Get stuck.
Come on, Adrian.
If there's anything I would predict tonight, that
There we
was
go.
not what I would predict that was going to happen.
So Adrian Alvera getting the ball unstuck.
Yeah. So we'll just inbound it here with .3. That is enough time to technically get a tip, but that will finish the quarter. So 27-21 in favor of the Mohawk Warriors. They had a 20-14 lead, so the scoring in that quarter was, well, 7-7. So we'll pick up 6-point lead here as we go into the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll bring you fourth quarter action, the JV game. Warriors up by 6. All right, folks, welcome back here as we get ready to go here in this fourth quarter action. Ball inbounded here. Back up to Biondi as we set up with the Wolverines with the ball here. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes up on that board. They got to break into this lead. It's been 6 basically throughout. A.J. Smith thought about that 3. He'll pass over to Smiley. Smiley with the ball here. Resetting the offense. Off to A.J. Smith on that far side. Back over here to Biondi. Biondi turns corner but passes out of it. A.J. Smith, runner's no good. Rebounded there by Crawford. Fortunately for the Wolverines, they've been kind of settling for shots, and to be honest, they have not been very good shots. Pass in the middle to Crawford. Turns, pivots, met with resistance. Good defense there from Alvera. Back out here, number 13, Shimrak. Off there into the far corner. That's O'Lear for 3. It's up and it's good. And that's the way to defeat the good defense from the Wolverines. Take the three-pointer, you make your shots. That is now the 5th three-pointer by Mohawk. Tyler Smiley, extra pass here to Alvera. He is fouled, but it doesn't fall. That's the second time that's happened.
He will go to the line for 2, though, as that foul was on number 34. His second. I say, you showed me real quick, but you quickly moved your hands.
Yeah. So that'll be his second. Team's first.
Team's first.
Yep.
First shot by Alvera is
go.
good. Bounces all around the rim, but goes in. Second free throw forthcoming for Alvera.
Looking for his 13th point. Leaves it short, although offensive rebound by Smiley. I like it. Good hustle there. Off to Biondi, and we'll reset here. Lead cut to 8 now.
Biondi directing traffic.
Cuts back to the left side. Picks up his dribble. Hand off here to Smith. Smith turns the corner. Runner's no good. He left it short again, unfortunately. And that will go to the Mohawk Warriors here. Setting up. That'll be number 22, Swanson. He'll pass off to Crawford. Back to Swanson, although it's tipped and taken there by Jeffcoat. He's got one man to beat, although nice strip from behind. Out of bounds off the Warriors, so it'll stay Wolverine ball, but good defense there from Mohawk.
Numbers 12 and 21 checking in for the Warriors.
And not as big a bench as the Wolverines, but Mohawk's got depth like crazy, folks.
Biondi's got to get it in.
Yeah, he got to get it in.
And he does to Jeffcoat.
Jeffcoat with the runner. Are we going to call
he is
foul?
fouled.
Yep.
So he's going to the line for 2. That foul is going to be on 20.
Okay. So that'll be his first, team's second now of the quarter, and that's on Cameron O'Lear as Jeffcoat will go to the line. The Mohawk Warriors they dress about 14, 15 players, but all 15 see time in this JV game for sure, and the varsity level as well.
First shot no good by Jeffcoat. Second free throw forthcoming.
Adam Jeffcoat, freshman here for the Wolverines. Second free throw. This time hits front rim, no good. Rebounded once again. Nice rebound by Radziminski. A lot of football players on this roster as well for the JV squad. It kind of shows as well. Platt with the ball here. He's kind of gone quiet since that first quarter. He had 3 3-pointers. Into the middle, little trap, nice backdoor cut there, and the bucket is good by number 21, Radziminski. Nice move on the backdoor cut.
Makes the score now 32-22 in favor of the Mohawk Warriors.
4:48 remaining fourth quarter action. Warriors have led pretty much almost the entire way except for one time. That was 2-0 Wolverines. And Biondi's going to go to the middle.
Jump ball. It's going to favor the Warriors.
Yeah, unfortunately, he kind of ran into 2 or 3 Warriors defense, and tie-up is called, and it's going to position error in favor of Mohawk. So, again, it was 2-0 in favor of Ellwood early going, and since then, Warriors have had the lead and continue to build on it. Now the largest of the evening, 10 points now. Ball tipped out of bounds. We'll see if it stays. It will stay with the Mohawk Warriors. So inbounding on the close side, that'll be Radziminski. Out here to Platt, 4:25 remaining. Again, Varsity at 7:30, so we're back on schedule. Mohawk bus was a little bit late. Don't blame him. It was pretty wild out there with all the snow. And
speaking as someone who came on Ellwood Wampum Road.
yeah, right. Exactly.
Fastest I was going was 30.
Yeah, it was.
The people in front of me.
It was pretty nasty out there, that's for sure. And unfortunately,
and a foul on Jeffcoat. That's going to be his third, I believe. Or sorry, Smith.
Yep,
not Jeffcoat.
Yep, and that is AJ Smith's third foul.
And Mohawk takes a timeout.
Yeah, I'll leave us here at the 4:03 mark.
It will be a 30-second timeout by the Mohawk Warriors.
Okay, so we'll take this time real quick. Talking about the standings again, folks. Early going, and Lawrence County Sports Network, James Dodson talked about this. We like to see this. We like when the girls and boys basketball games have section games before Christmas break, and we've got that. The girls had in 3A level, they got 3 games in. So did the boys. And so far, Ellwood City favored in those 3 games and have come away 3-0. They defeated Riverside, Freedom, and New Brighton. Again, teams that they're supposed to defeat, although that Riverside one was pretty darn good, a real close game. You come out 3-0, looking pretty good. We're going to obviously headed into the back end of the full season, but we're just 3 games in section play. On the flip side, Mohawk sitting there 2-0. A big one here at that varsity game, 7:30 tip-off, obviously. A very big one because that's basically for first place in the early going. Dribble here, and unfortunately, we're going to hand check foul.
Foul. Number 22, that's going to be his 4th foul now for Smith.
Yep, team second, and that'll be his 4th foul, so he's going to have to back off. If not, he'll be sitting the rest of the way. Ball inbounded here. Platt with the ball here. Double team coming. Met there by Biondi. He'll pass out of it. Now it's going to be a 3-on-2 pass there, and that's going to be the 5th foul. Yeah, so that'll be the 5th foul on A.J. Smith, so he's going to have to sit at 3:37 mark.
Number 32, Elijah Kincaid, coming in for him as A.J. fouls out. And the and 1 for number 21.
Shot's
no good, but offensive rebound for the Warriors, number 10. His shot's no good. Another offensive rebound.
Yeah, Radziminski goes up.
Another foul over the back this time on 23, Alver. That's going to be his 2nd, I believe. So Wolverines 4 fouls now for this 4th quarter. First shot, nothing but net for Radziminski.
Yep, that'll extend this lead now, the largest of the evening, 13. It's 35-22. Second free throw around the horn, no good. Rebounds me.
Rebound.
Yep, the offensive rebounds been killer in these past 3 possessions. That rebound there was by number 10, Andrew Lloyd. Nice drive there. Shot is up and good there by number 3, Landon Ijaru. And that's now 4 points for him. And that lead continues to build, now 15.
Biondi brings it across the timeline. Passes to Smiley.
Every shot that the Wolverines have taken, they've had to earn it. It has not been easy treading, well, I would say snow, but we're on the court. Smiley with the ball here, setting up the offense. Gets a screen, although he picks up his dribble. Back out to Biondi. Biondi, nice pass to Alvera. Kick out here to Jeffcoat. He'll get in the corner, but he is met with resistance. There is nowhere to go here on offense. Biondi for three. Shot's going to be no good. Rebounds his own shot. Jeffcoat too far this time. Alvera, and the putback is good. So nice bucket there by Alvera. That'll kind of stop his little cold streak. He's got more than 10 points. I think that's his 13th. Down low, kick back out, all the way to the far side. Left open was Olaire, but
and a timeout.
Yeah,
Mohawk.
timeout. Looking for a couple substitutions there.
30-second timeout by the Warriors.
Okay.
I don't know that he really wanted a timeout, but
yeah, I mean, not a bad time to take it. Break it up. 2:16 or so remaining here in this fourth quarter. Again, folks, those who were unfortunately, I want to say trapped, but stuck at home with all the snow that has come down and that snow squall, as they call it, squall. You can catch us again. Varsity will be at 7:30. Same stream link here. We leave everything open, so at 7:30 is the Varsity game. We'd rather you be safe than, well, sorry, I guess, for that matter. So game reset here. 2:17 officially up on that board. Inbounding will be Mohawk with a, we could say it now, commanding lead of 13.
Clock a little slow to run there.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it, not me. Down low, bucket is up and good there by number 10. His first points of the evening, that is Andrew Lloyd. Good bucket, extends that lead back up to 15. Smiley bringing the ball up here, 39-24. Splits the defenders, pass off to Jeffcoat. He'll look to drive, kick out to Smiley. Left open for three, line drive, it's good. Nice bucket by.
3 for 4 now?
Yep, 3 for 4 is 9. That makes it, got to go somewhere. He's going to choose the baseline or sideline. That's not the best place to go.
Blocking foul on number 3.
Okay.
That's going to be his third?
Yep.
So his third foul, team's third, as number 30 checks in for the Wolverines.
Yep, that being Ethan Simmons.
So Biondi to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Gets it to Simmons.
Yep, Simmons gets the ball here. He'll pass off to Biondi. Setting it up here, minute 14 remaining.
Biondi directing traffic.
Biondi, drive to the hoop. He's going to have to pass out of it. He passed off to Simmons. Simmons with the ball here, looking to pass out of it. He does. Off to Jeffcoat. Minute remaining here. Jeffcoat driving. There's a runner, righty, no good. Rebounded there by Schmid. Landon Schmid, outlet here, quickly up the court. Ooh, got away with one there. Back to Schmidt for three. Shot's no good. Biondi now with the ball here. Running the court. Here we go. Biondi, kick out here to Kincaid. Drives down the baseline. Out to Jeffcoat for three. No good. Rebounds going to be taken there by the big guy, Crawford. 34 seconds remaining. Off to Schmid. Schmid with the ball here. Landon met with resistance from Jeffcoat. Crawford now. Got nowhere to go. You're going to be careful here. 5-second call if that's possible. Off here. Looks like we're winding down here, folks. 15 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Drive by Crawford. Nice little split. Nice little pass there as well. The finish goes to number 25 for his fourth point, that being Cash Stratton. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Jeffcoat splits the defense. Runners no good, and that will officially end the JV game. So final score here in the JV, 41-27 victory for the Mohawk Warriors. They outscored the Wolverines 14-6 in that quarter. A very good commanding finish there in that second half. 21-13. Not too fancy on offense by any means by both teams, but if you look at that score, Dakota, 27. That is by far the lowest score all season by the JV Wolverines team. So give kudos to the Mohawk Warriors defense for the JV squad. Defense leads the offense, and that was what we saw tonight. Quick buckets there by Tanner Platt. He had 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, had 9 points. He wasn't the only one, though. Give credit to number 21, Braden Radziminski. He finished the game with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He finished the game with 13 points. A nice split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players for the Mohawk Warriors went and scored in that game. On the flip side for Ellwood City, you had Tyler Smiley. He finished with 11 points. 2 points there by number 21, Brandon Hendrickson. Other than that, the rest of the remaining points went to Alver. He finishes the game with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He finished the game with 14 points to lead the Wolverines, unfortunately, in the loss. So final score, 41-27. We'll take a timeout. They're going to put 30 minutes up on the board here. Again, 7:30 tip-off for the Varsity. Stay with us, folks. We'll run some ads, take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back here for the Varsity matchup. Ellwood City Sports, final score, JV. Warriors defeat Wolverines by 14. Stay with us, folks.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Lincoln High School Big Gym as the Ellwood City Wolverines are taking on the Mohawk Warriors. Certainly thank you for tuning in here tonight. And I tell you what, a great crowd here, even under the adverse weather conditions out there. It's not real pretty out there, but as any night, it's a great night for high school sports. And we got a great one here tonight. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorse and Dakota Marshall running camera here in this section matchup. Last night, the Mohawk Lady Wolverines traveled here to Ellwood City, and the girls took care of things for Ellwood City. Mercy rolled there. I don't remember the exact score right now, but had a strong performance by what Brad has listed the three-headed monster.
Yep,
with
65-30.
Delaney Sturgeon, Kayla Jones, and Caitlin Kreitzer. Move it over till tonight. I love these back-to-back games. I think it's great. I love that.
Great.
And Mohawk Warriors coming in, and maybe a little different story here tonight.
And they have their own three-headed monster.
They do.
We can talk about it
Go
for
ahead.
days, but obviously the main guy there obviously is Bobby Fadden. He's coming in 24.2 points per game. Drew Rona, a surprise sophomore, shooting very well, 16.6 points per game. And then Joey Nell. This is going to be probably the best matchup. Dawson for Lawrence County Sports Network was Net was talking to me about it. Joey Nell versus Aaron Lake. This is going to be an interesting one. He's averaging 11.5. So they got their own three-headed monster.
Yeah, yes, they do. And they're not afraid to launch that three ball up there.
No, they are
as
not.
well. Bobby Fadden coming in. He's got 25 three-pointers on the year. Drew Roner not too far behind. And Vinny Pizzullo is sitting there with 10 three-pointers, so he's averaging about 1 three-pointer a game. I talked about a little bit last night, Brad. We got about a minute and 20 seconds here from tip-off. Ellwood City, you have that Riverside rivalry. It's been there when my dad was here in 1966. But I would say in recent years, this Mohawk-Ellwood City matchup, and I really don't care what sport you're in, whether it be football, we've seen some great, meaningful football games in the last 5-7 years, and we've seen some unbelievable basketball games on the girls' side and especially on the boys' side. It makes for a great matchup.
And I tell you what, Mohawk, thank you for traveling. Dakota and I were talking about when you walked in. I'm going to go on the record. It's 60-40 Mohawk in tonight's game.
I would say the same exact thing. I had the same thought as well. Mohawk always travels well, and they do a fantastic job.
Yep, and we had the standings up on the screen, folks. This is a big one, not only because of that Mohawk-Ellwood rivalry, the red versus blue, but more importantly, both these teams are 2-0 is Mohawk, 3-0 is Ellwood. Both these teams are undefeated in section play, looking for that quote-unquote first place, because we also know there's Aliquippa in there as well.
Down there, and if you look at state rankings, WPIL rankings, Mohawk, they're right in there. WPIL, they're
Trib's got them fourth,
in
PPG's 3, and then overall in the entire state, both those teams are in the top 10.
Right. Mohawk's coming in with a record of 8-2 overall. Wolverine 7-4. We're going to have the national anthem for you right now, folks. And there you have it, folks, the Star Spangled Banner. I like that rendition. Sounded good coming across the speakers here. And I tell you what, not a real big student section tonight, but, man, on our side where the camera's not showing, it's full house. Brad, you got the starting lineup for the Warriors.
For the visiting Mohawk Warriors, 8-2. 2-0 in section play. Starting us off will be number 2, the sophomore guard, 166 points on the year, Drew Rona. Number 1, the junior guard, 6'2", 1,305 points in his career, 34th in Lawrence County, Bobby Fadden. Number 11, the junior guard, 6'2", 115 points on the year, Joey Nail. Number 14, the junior guard, 6 foot, 16 three-pointers made on the year, 8 points per game, Vinny Pizzolo. And finally, number 5, the senior guard and 6'2" football player, Blake Logan. The head coach is Michael Lair. Assistant coaches are Greg Scott, Kevin Rona, Brian Turk, and Jordan Davis.
Got some football players on that side. We'll see a few on this side as well. Starting off is number 2, sophomore guard, 91 points, Caleb Cervic. Number 20, he's a junior, 5'9", Jackson Kerr. Number 3, 6'2", 435 points, 182 this year, junior Aaron Lake. Next up is senior shooting guard, 5'11", Chucky Swinesburg. And number 5, I beg your pardon, senior 6 foot tall guard, 401 points in his career, Chris Smiley. Head coach Dan Bradley, 25-14, 12-3 in section play, 156 and 134 in his basketball coaching career. Ricky Roth is there as the assistant. Moments away from tip-off here as the officials for tonight. A couple familiar faces, a couple we don't see that often.
It looks like it'll be number 1, Fad, jumping against number 3, Aaron Lake. Mohawk right to left in the black jerseys, Wolverines in the white.
And who picks it up is number 20 for the Wolverines, Jackson Kerr. Gets it in the hand to the sophomore, Caleb Cervic. Cervic bringing up the court, guarded there by Drew Rona. Caleb goes down, wants to go outside, underneath to Aaron Lake, puts it up, and nice bucket there for Aaron Lake. Getting the score 2-0. Now bringing up the court is Bobby Fadden. Had that great matchup last year between Mohawk and Ellwood City. The Fadden-Roth thing was going on big. And no Roth this year. No look pass by Fadden underneath. Tried to find Pizzolo underneath there. Shot by Rona, does not go. Caleb Cervic climbs the ladder and gets the rebound. Coming the other way quickly. Smiley now out there. Back to Cervic, drives down the lane, gets it into Jackson Kerr, goes down the lane, kicks it out there to Smiley. Fakes the 3, now out to Chucky Swinesburg. Swinesburg into Cervic, Drew Rona all over him. Now, spin move by Smiley, shot, don't go. Diving for it. Ends up with his Jackson Kerr. Down to number 5, Blake Logan. Puts it up and in. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for the and 1. That's going to be on Caleb Cervic. His first, team's first. As Blake Logan, he's a kicker too, wasn't he? Yep. Shot does not go. Aaron Lake gets up there to get the rebound in the hands of Caleb Cervic. Almost got trapped there, and Lake off his fingertips down to Rona. Look pass up. And a block there as Pizzolo went up. Thought it was all ball, but the men in stripes think differently as Vinny Pizzolo, the junior, is going to go to the line to shoot 2. And quickly, that's 2 fouls on Caleb Cervic. 1:20 into this game. First shot by Pizzolo. You also see him on the baseball diamond here this spring for Mohawk. 1 for 1 from the line.
Michael Cuevas checked in for Cervic.
That's tough for Coach Bradley, seeing Cervic with 2 fouls. Second shot by Pizzolo is good. Bit of a full court, not a bit. It is a full court press right now by the Warriors. Cuevas tries to dribble down through it, and able to keep possession, goes over to Lake. Lake now out to Cuevas. Cuevas wants to dribble down the lane, kicks it back out to Lake, launches up a 3. It's short and does not go. Rebound there by Blake Logan. Logan, touchdown pass over to Drew Rona, puts it up and kisses the glass. It's up and in. The sophomore gets his first bucket of the night. Swinesburg all the way down there to Cuevas, trying to break that press. They got through it. Now, Swinesburg out to Aaron Lake, goes down that baseline. Oh, nice, pretty play there. Takes the left hand, puts it up and in. Got right around Pizzolo that time as he used the baseline as his friend. Here comes Pizzolo, good dribbling. Now out there to Joey Nail. Nail puts up the shot hard off the back of the glass. Rebound there by Jackson Kerr. Fast pace moving here. Jackson Kerr covered there by Rona. Now Aaron Lake, top of the key. Don't always see him there. You're going to see a few different things with Cervic in the 2 fouls. Swinesburg launching up the 3.
For 3!
It's good for Chuckster. He gets his 12th three-pointer of the season. Oh, down the lane, Fadden tries that pass. He got swatted away. Aaron Lake comes down with the ball. As Jackson Kerr underneath fakes it to him. Aaron Lake puts it up and in right now. The points in the paint for Aaron Lake, he's got 6 of them. They're all there, and he's quite frankly making it look pretty easy to this point. Now Pizzolo dribbles through 2, underneath, all the way up. Tip there, Drew Rona launching up the 3. It's nothing but net. It's good. Rona launching the 3. We saw him do it some last year. I think the young man did some work in the offseason because his 3-pointers are falling all season. Jackson Kerr tries to go down the lane, kicks it back out. Chucky. Rona was quickly on him, not letting him have that 3-point shot. Smiley now with the ball into Chucky. Rona falls on the ground. Chuck realizes it, puts it up. The floater does not go. Rebound there, Pizzolo. Pizzolo driving coast to coast, puts it up, and it's blocked.
And gets a charge, I believe.
No, they're going to say it was actually touched last.
Yep.
By Mohawk.
No charge. There wasn't a charge, but
okay.
Right.
Just the way the official did it looked like a charge
he was
call.
very animated in who was getting the ball. Here's Smiley, far court, dribbles it down that line. Oh, stolen there by Blake Logan. It got hit up in the air. Rona ends up with it, kicks it out there to Fadden, puts up the 3, nothing but net. Back-to-back 3s. It's contagious. Was waiting for Fadden to get that first shot off, and he did. Surprised he didn't get it till halfway through the first quarter, but everyone else is scoring for him. But the Wolverines find themselves just down by 3, 12-9, and right now, lucky for the Wolverines, Aaron Lake is doing what he does underneath the hoop.
That foul was on number 11, his first, team's first. Caleb Cervic checked back in.
Caleb Cervic checked out, checked back in, and Chucky Swinesburg going to take a seat for a little bit. Bounce pass to Smiley. Smiley back out over to Cuevas. Smiley, a lot of perimeter action here, trying to find somebody open underneath. Cuevas fakes the 3, bounce pass, starting Jackson Kerr. Nice pass to Lake, puts it up and in. Tic-tac-toe, Cuevas to Jackson. Jackson with that bounce pass, and Aaron Lake, that pass was not it was anticipated. He was thrown to a spot, and Lake got there. Drew Rona spin move, twists around up hard off the back of the glass. Lake gets up there high to get the ball. Lake playing a good game to this point. Playing big. Underneath. Guarded there by Nail. Doesn't get it to go. Nail gets the rebound into the hands of Pizzolo. Pizzolo, no look pass to Rona. That ball short that time. Oh, who wants it? Nobody gets it. Cuevas ends up with it. Down the court, gets his pocket picked. A nice play by Pizzolo defensively to pick the pocket of Cuevas. Turnover coming the other way. Here goes Nail. Puts it down and in a block and foul. He's going to go to the line for the and one. That's the second one. Time for the Mohawk Warriors. The foul is on Aaron Lake, his first, team's third at the 2:50 mark here.
Wow. I thought, from the looks of it, Aaron Lake was set. And there's no restriction zone. He was set.
Yes, he was.
We move on.
Here we go. Nail. Hard off the back of the glass. And who ends up with it? It's Fadden. Bobby Fadden got the long rebound. Number 12 checked in. Tanner Platt. I missed seeing that. Oh, Fadden. And they're going to get Smiley with the push. Just got a little too aggressive over there as Fadden was kind of hemmed in there. against the out-of-bounds line.
And Thad, one of the things we didn't talk about was Bobby Fadden gets to the line 99 times so far this year.
That's unbelievable.
4 fouls already on Ellwood, 234 mark.
To think that Fadden's sitting there at 99 free throw attempts. There's Fadden, passes out to Pizzolo. Rona tries to go underneath, and Jackson Kerr disrupted there. And as Neal tried to get, there's a pass down to court to Jackson Kerr and traveled. That was the right call. He took that one extra step as he tried that transition step as he got the long pass. I believe it was from Aaron Lake. They had the breakaway they were looking for. I'm going to tell you to this point, Brad, I'm kind of impressed by the speed of Mohawk. Maybe a little faster team than what we're used to seeing. Fadden goes down, puts it up, does not get the shot to go. Aaron Lake with the rebound, got his head up, dribbling, finds Cervic. Cervic pumps, puts it up high off the glass, does not go. It was tipped back out. Cervic with the ball. Oh, he just threw it a little too hard, and Jackson Kerr went off the fingertips and chest, goes out of bounds.
And what we said in the JV game between me and Dakota, we said that this Mohawk team, this offense, it's almost like the run and gun show. It's like the system back in the 90s. Run down, put it up. Put up 50 shots, you'll make half of them at least.
You'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Deep thoughts by Thad Sturgeon. Drew Rona, deep three. Oh, off the back of the rim, don't go. Rebound there by Platt. Pizzolo gets the ball. Platt with the shot. Off the front of the rim, don't go. Here comes Aaron Lake. And he's going to be fouled. Vinny Palooza got a little handsy on that one, reaching and caught the arm of Aaron Lake.
And I tell you what, we saw Tanner Platt in the JV game. He came out, made his first 3 shots, all 3-pointers. He had 9 points in that game.
So that's the second team foul. Cervic, trying the old alley-oop. And luckily for Mohawk, Drew Rona was there to kind of knock it out of bounds. Wolverines will maintain possession, but Drew Rona might have saved 2 points there. Smiley gets the ball inbounded. Out to Cervic. Cuevas back in there. And Chucky Swinesburg. Down the lane, puts it up.
Oh my.
As Cervic went in there, did not get the shot to fall, but he was fouled on the acrobatic attempt. And that's going to be on Drew Rona. His first, team's third. So right now the Wolverines sitting there with 4 fouls. And the Mohawk Warriors with 3. Cervic. First shot off the side of the rim does not go. So Joey Nail checks back in for Platt.
Yep, and in number 4, Tyler Smiley. We saw him play really well in the JV game. He had over 10 points. He checks in as well.
Cervic's second attempt is good. So Jackson Kerr is going to check back in. I think for Cervic, and that's really just a foul situation as Cervic is sitting there with 2 fouls.
Especially with 1:22 left in this first quarter. Kind of sit him down, maybe 4 possessions left.
Yep, and the thing is, well, wouldn't believe it, but Mohawk's only up by 2, 14-12. And scrum there, Pizzolo goes underneath, met some resistance, out to Drew Rona, going to launch up to 3, and nothing but net, it's good. Jackson Kerr tried to make an attempt to block that, and he came up short. Drew Rona, what's that, 2 3-pointers now for Rona. Smiley now needs to get across that timeline, finds Cuevas, and he does. Cuevas dribbles down through there, puts up, and off the back of the glass, too hard. Rona now takes that left-handed dribble, puts it down, up high off the glass, don't go. Tyler Smiley with the rebound, passes to the brother Chris Smiley. Chris out to Cuevas, going to launch up a 3. Does not go, and who ends up with it? Aaron Lake following that shot. Lake, I want to try a 3. Does not get it to go. Tipped out there. Drew Rona ends up. No! Smiley ends up with it. That's Chris Smiley. Out to Cuevas. Wants to shoot the 3. Back to Tyler Smiley. Loses the handle. Tries to keep it. And he was out of bounds trying to keep that ball in. So now Drew Rona, Wolverines down by 5 at 17-12. Pizzolo bringing it up. Hands it off to Joey Nail. Nail to Drew Rona. Gets down on the elbow. Fadden wants to nail the 3. And he does. He's not taking many shots in this first quarter, but they've fallen. And just like that, folks, at the end of 1, it's 20-12 in favor of Mohawk.
Yep, three-point line, 4 for 7 in that first quarter, and we talked about it. Mohawk can shoot that three. Everybody instantly thinks Bobby Fadden is the guy that can shoot from outside. In fact, he's been kind of the second man up. It's been Drew Rona, and he's shown it so far, 2 for 4 in that first quarter.
You know, Fadden's coming in, averaging 24.2 points a game, and you sit there and think, well, he scored 6. He's on pace to be average, to be where his average is at, and we have the Mohawk cheerleaders going here.
And we've seen it with girls basketball, boys basketball. When you identify who the best player on the court is, sometimes you put your best versus best. Sometimes they kind of get shadowed a little bit. It's the next man up, and I tell you what, Mohawk so far has shown why they're the number 4, number 3 ranked
yes,
team
you
in
do.
Whitfield.
I mean, and quite honestly, if you were to ask me what the score of this game was, I would think the Wolverines would be down by more than 8, just by watching them play. I mean, we
did not talk about this game. You and I did not talk about this.
No, we didn't.
I am not shocked. Now,
I shouldn't say I'm not shocked.
I don't see 8 lasting very long, for that matter. But you never know.
Well, I think that what's helped the Wolverines is Aaron Lake sitting there with
Lake
eight points.
Well,
and what's his shooting percentage? It's probably don't count the
threes. He's only missed 1,
taken.
basically. Yeah.
So them points in the paint for Aaron Lake down in there.
And we talked about it again with Dotson there at Lawrence County Sports Network. The X factor for us would be Lake versus Nail, and so far Lake has won.
Where's he at tonight, Dotson?
That is a good question. I honestly don't know. Most schools are off, so I don't know.
I know he's inbounding here.
They're doing an audio-only broadcast and
for Newcastle, probably.
Else.
Yeah,
there
probably
goes
for
Drew
Newcastle.
Rona all the way over there underneath. Oh, stolen by Lake. A nice pickup by Aaron Lake. Got tipped by Rona, and who ends up with it was Nail. Gets to Drew Rona, puts it up, reverse layup, doesn't go, and another shot was missed. Chris Smiley with it. Smiley goes down, turns. How that's not a travel, I do not know. But either way, Mohawk comes the other way. Bounce pass. We kind of got a little bad news Bears thing going on here. Oh, there we finally get a score. Bobby Fadden puts it up and in. And I think Coach Bradley saw what we saw and said, let's take a 30-second timeout, because that was sloppy on both sides there to start this first 47 seconds of this quarter of play. Would you agree? I mean, and sometimes that running gun stuff is great, but you got bodies pinballing off each other. If someone would just take a breath, stop for a second, let somebody get open, that's when you get them easy shots, in my opinion. So the Wolverines use their first timeout. The turnovers is probably about even, but I think one of the keys for the Wolverines is the turnovers that Aaron Lake is getting his mitts on a ball and getting it out. Wolverines inbound. Cuevas back to Cervic. Remember, Cervic sitting there with 2 fouls. Bounce pass to Cuevas, gets over the timeline, and a nice steal, but Cuevas not giving up on it, gets the ball, and they're going to call jump ball as Cuevas and Pizzolo were there, got their both hands on it. So it's in favor of Ellwood City. Chucky Swinesberg going to check back in for Cuevas. So all teams have their original 5 starters out there right now. Minute 2 gone in this first. Oh, no, underneath the Cervic, kiss the glass, puts it up and in. Nice pass there by Smiley on the inbound, finding Cervic open. Quickly up the court, they waste no time, does Mohawk. Into Pizzolo. Benny picks it out there to Nail. Nail wants to drive it down in there. Oh, he made that look too easy. Dribble down in there with that left hand, puts it up and in. Cervic now a little pitch and catch back and forth, wanting to get over the timeline. Mohawk is so close to trapping them. The Wolverines can't let that happen. Cervic now, turn around, jumps it, puts it up and in, about the 8-footer. Cervic with back-to-back buckets each time down the court. Here's Fadden. Got Smiley on him. Now here's Nail, goes down, puts it up. And who ends up with it is Blake Logan. Gonna reset. Fadden now out to Pizzolo. Then he traveled. He leaned into Jackson Kerr, and I think when he did that, the ball of his foot came up, and the official can't do that right in front of the official. They're going to see it every time. So inbounding now, Swinesburg. Aaron Lake wants to dribble down there, pushes back, gets his own rebound, kisses the glass, puts it up and in. A nice defensive try there by Nail, but quite honestly, Lake was just able to outmuscle him underneath there. Here's Fadden, pass to Pizzolo. Drew Rona goes down the baseline, meets some resistance. Pizzolo for three, off the side of the rim, does not go. Chucky Swinesburg gets the rebound, but once again, they got him from behind, but he ends up with it. Jackson Kerr now to Lake, puts it up, and he's fouled. He counted, gets the and one. A crazy sequence there. The Wolverines got to watch bringing up the court on those fast breaks. The Mohawks coming in and getting up behind them. So Blake Logan picks up his first foul. Aaron Lake now going to try to get the end one. Cuevas is going to come in now for Chris Smiley. As Lake's going to try to attempt the end one. Already early going to this game, he's got 12 for the Wolverines, 20 points. Can't get it to go. Drew Rona, the sophomore, gets the rebound coming the other way. Gets it out there to Nail. Now Fadden. Fadden working around there. Oh, almost stolen. Nail goes down the lane, puts it out there to Pizzolo. Out to Drew Rona, launches up to three. It was, he was wanting a foul from Blake, and he might have been rightfully so, but he drains the three either way, keeping the Mohawk Warriors up 27-20. Out to Cuevas, goes down the baseline, kicks it back out to Cervic, puts it up and in, making them count. Cervic, 7 points, all of them here in this second quarter of play. Fadden now, out to Rona. Rona wants to dribble down in there, puts it up, makes it count, it's good. They're letting them play tonight.
Yes, they are.
There's no doubt about it, which I'm fine with as long as they call it the same way both ways. Chucky Swinesburg now makes a man miss, dribbles down there, gets in the hands of Caleb Cervic. Cervic, the sophomore. Dribbles down there, puts up the shot. Oh, drains it. He's 3 for 3 now in the last 4 for 4 in the last 4 shot attempts, sitting there at 9 points. There's Rona, puts it down. And that time they did call the travel. We saw it last night. I'm going to see it again tonight. Some of these travels aren't getting called. That time it did. I'm throwing that for both teams. I'm saying it both teams. I'm not being one of these, the officials are against this world, but it's not the way I see it. Cervic now goes down. He wants to drive all the way. Had to bet, yep. Now Smiley. Kicks it out there. Chucky Swinesburg for three. Air biscuit does not go. Who ends up with it? Pizzolo. Coming the other way is Fadden. Goes down. Had no one to pass to. So that was Blake Logan. The kicker and wide receiver made that layup look pretty easy. Cervic now. Cervic now dribbles down there, gets it to Swinesburg. He stepped. Oh! They're going to get Pizzolo on the push. They kind of let Cervic go out of bounds, but the foul happened before that. And that's going to be Vinny Pizzolo's second, team second. Drew Rona is going to come in for Pizzolo. Jackson Kerr is going to come in for Caleb Cervic. So right now, both coaches, Coach Allaire, Coach Bradley, got 2 of their starters with 2 fouls. Shot don't go for Chris Smiley as Joey Nail picks up the ball. The 6'2" junior goes down, puts it up, and you can't do the volleyball swat.
Well, you're okay with the swat. The problem with the foul is
you got to hit the ball.
Well, it's not the swat per se. It's the hand that was pushing him on the back.
Well, that too.
Yeah, you can swat all you want, but when you push somebody, they're going to call that every time.
So Lake's going to sit there now in his second foul as Joey Nail's going to go to the line, and he's 0 for 2. He had the end one earlier. He did not complete. Attempt to make his second attempt. Joey Nail sitting there with 4 points. Second shot, and it is good, making the score 32 to 24. Swinesburg now inbounds. Now here comes Smiley, bringing it up the court. Smiley, getting trapped here, but finds his man Aaron Lake. Swinesburg, 4-3, rattles the rim, don't go. Aaron Lake underneath there to get the rebound, and they're going to say out of bounds as Joey Nail was diving for it. I think he actually had his hand on the ball as he slid out of bounds. I know the stat's not taken, but if you had a time of possession thing, oh, nice. Oh, put up, wasn't able to finish, and that's going to be out of bounds. Oh, they say it was out of bounds, last touch by Ellwood City. Mohawk's just up and down the court really fast, and unfortunately for the Wolverines, they're scoring on a lot of their possessions. Here comes Rona. Into Nail. Nail gets it to Fadden. Fadden guarded there and picked his pocket. Here comes Aaron Lake down the lane, puts it up and in. He gets the score. 32 to 26. The officials are talking at the scoring table. Do you know what that was about?
No, I do not. I don't think anybody truly
they
does.
stopped
It was
play
something
after
with Chucky Swinesburg. I don't know what, but the official looked over at Chucky.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they stopped and said, hey, let's stop talking.
Yeah. There's people that listen that want to tell me that. So there's Drew Rona into Joey Nail. Puts a little, underneath there to Nail. Wants to kick it back out there, but he doesn't. Turns around. There's the jump shot, or turnaround shot. Gets it to go. Mohawk back up by 8. Fadden all over Smiley trying to come up there. Underneath it goes, and pass stolen there by Blake Logan. He's had several of them so far tonight. Drew Rona launches up to 3. In and out of the rim, does not go. It looked good when it left his hands. And that was Fadden who attempted that shot, but he was fouled by Chris Smiley. His second, team's second, with $1:42 remaining. So you don't want to say anybody's in foul trouble, but you got a couple players there with 2 in Chris Smiley and Aaron Lake. Fadden's first shot. That is his 100th free throw attempt.
An 83rd made.
And yeah, in my math, that's 83%.
Yes,
See,
it is,
that was
Thad.
quick.
Yes,
that was
it is.
quick, man. I didn't even use a calculator for that one.
I see that.
Second shot by Fadden. So now
do that one now.
83.7. Google it. That's what it is, 83.7. Just so you know.
Oh, man.
Fact check me. There's Caleb Cervic bringing it up. Oh, he wants to go down in there, puts it up, awkward shot off the back, gets his own rebound, puts it up high off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Aaron Lake gets it this time, puts it up. Shooting percentage just went really downhill. Sorry, folks, almost.
Moving on.
Yeah, 36 to 26 in favor of Mohawk. So, Tyler Smiley.
It went to the cow patties.
Yeah, it went to the cow patties. There you go. So Smiley turns
nice
around,
move.
makes the
Southpaw,
move, but
gotta
does not
finish.
get it to go. Fadden with the rebound, coming the other way. Gets 2 people on him. Platt, who checked back in there. Out to Nail. Nail's been good underneath there, but that time can't get it to fall. Aaron Lake with the ball. And they're going to say he got fouled by one of the 2 black shirts around him. We'll wait and see which one it was.
Number 5, that'll be his second, team's third.
So just under a minute left to play here. Wolverines down by 10, 36 to 26. So number 4 checks in, the senior forward, 6'1", Jackson Peters for Mohawk. Got 2 Smileys out there right now, Aaron Lake, Jackson Kerr, and Caleb Cervic. Cervic now with the ball, covered there by Drew Rona. Oh, 5 seconds. Good defense there by Drew Rona. To cause that turnover with the 5-second violation. Here's Fadden sitting there with 10 points on the night. Going through this first half of play. Fadden's dad was a 1,000-point scorer here in Lawrence County. Throws it out there. Now Rona with the ball, 18 seconds. Looks to Coach O'Lear for direction. Covered there by Tyler Smiley. Tyler Smiley, the junior, reaches in there. Rona wants to get down the lane, puts it up hard off the back of the glass. And who gets the rebound? Jackson Kerr with 3 seconds. He looks at the clock, throws it up, does not get it to go. It's way short. So, folks, at the end of 2 periods of play, it's 36-26. Wolverines held tight there in that second period of play. Outscored Mohawk won that quarter 16-14. But that 8-point lead they were able to build on that they had in the first quarter of play.
Yep, so with 3-0 up on the board at halftime, we'll take a break here. 36-26, Mohawk Warriors with the lead. We'll come back. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll do some stats, some results from that first half, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up next for Ellwood City Sports. Hey, we're halfway through this winter sports season. We're on the back end. So stay with us, folks. Halftime is next. All right, folks, welcome back into Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania. It is halftime, about a minute left here. We're going to run through some stats. Warriors up on the Wolverines by 10. The largest lead of that first half obviously was 10. They were 20-12 in that first, and they outscored the Wolverines 16-14 after that. Leading scorer for the Warriors is actually Drew Rona. He's 3 for 6 on the evening from the three-point line with 13. Bobby Fadden adds 10. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Logan with 4 and J.J. Nail with 7. Pizzola with 2. So the starting 5 have scored for the Warriors. Unfortunately for the Wolverines, they're down by 10, and that's because a product of only 3 scores in that first half. Chucky Schweinsberg has 1 3-pointer. Cervic with 9 and Lake with 14. Add them up, folks. That's 26. That's it. Wolverines shot 12 of 30, 40% from the field. Flip side, Mohawk shot 13 of 28, 46%. The difference, though, obviously is the three-point line. Ellwood City Wolverines, 1 for 7 in that first half, 50%, 5 for 10 was Mohawk. And Thad, you and I can throw up the exact same number of shots. You start making threes, that extra point is going to start adding up. Well, in this case, it's up by 10.
Yep, and you didn't even get really on turnovers, and they were about ready to start. They're probably about a wash, I would guess.
Yeah, 8-6 so far, which surprisingly, it sounds like it should be more, but
yeah,
it's been just run and gun.
So Mohawk gets possession face 7. There's a turnover. Rona got it tipped, and Caleb Cervic picks up the ball, asks for turnovers, and you get him. Cervic now finds out there to Aaron Lake, launching up a 3. It's way short, and who gets it? Jackson Kerr, not giving up on the play, finds the ball, puts it up, and shot don't go. And who got that ball was Blake Logan. Logan, and in the hands of Drew Rona. Does a little spin around a move, puts it up off the back of the glass, does not go. Here comes Cervic, who got that rebound. We go coast to coast, does a little step. Out to Smiley, deep 3, does not take it, wants to dribble in. They want to get Smiley involved in this game, and he does. Ask and you shall receive. Smiley gets his first bucket from about 10 feet away. Here comes Fadden, bringing it up the court. Puts it down, puts it up high off the glass, does not go, and going to be a foul.
Yep, against Mohawk on the rebound.
So as they were going up for that rebound there.
Wow. That foul's on Fadden, his first, team's first, and a timeout,
and a quick
30 seconds.
30-second timeout
Yeah.
by Mohawk.
Yeah.
Their first of the game. So something Coach O'Leary wanted to talk to the troops about.
Yeah, if you're the Wolverines, I mean, I know it's only been a minute basically and 2 possessions, but hey, you got 2 points. You're outscoring the Warriors 2-0 in the quarter. You're feeling pretty good. And we talked about it in previous games. We haven't really hit it too hard this year, but it's second half adjustments. And let's be real, when the Wolverines have won this year in their 7 games, they've outscored everybody by 20 or plus points. When they have lost, they've been outscored by 15, 20 points.
This is a topic that we can really get on. We're not going to get on now. Some of these lopsided games are just unbelievable.
Bad. It is bad.
To me, when you do that, there's a deep pass. Oh, it went off the off the batting cage net up in the rafters. We usually talk about that in a volleyball game, but Chucky Schweinsberg was trying to go deep. So out of balance when it hit that. It's got to be 5 seconds. Drew Rona now. Mohawk gets possession after the rafter hit. Rona now. Once you underneath there, finds Nail, puts it up, and gets the bucket to go. Nail nails that bucket home.
What I like about J.J. Nail, he doesn't waste any time. He turns the shoulders, he turns, spins, boom, goes right through.
Joey Nail, younger brother.
Yep, sorry, Joey Nail. Yep.
No, I've been trying to fight that all night. There's a lady with a shirt on down here in front of us that talks
we'll just say J. Nail.
Talks about Chloe and Bobby Fadden, Jay and Drew Rona. Shot by Cervic goes up, blocked there by Drew Rona. He's coming up through. Goes down to Fadden, loses the handle, puts it up and in. Nope, Blake Logan, I'm sorry. Logan with that shot. He's been shooting pretty good. Not taking a lot of shots, but he's been making them. And out of bounds.
And if you're the Wolverines, you may take a quick timeout yourself.
Yep, give Joey Nail credit for that one, as he had Aaron Lake hemmed in there along the side, sideline, and Lake found himself out of bounds. And I'm so happy I haven't called Drew Rona Jay Rona yet. We covered that kid for 4 years. Great athlete. Drew's picking right up. Travel. And we've seen that a couple times tonight where the ball handler puts that shoulder into, don't call a foul, but to travel because they lift their feet up. They're not afraid to call that one tonight. 40-28 in favor of the Warriors. Here comes Servik. Gets a screen by Chucky. Servik picked up the dribble. Chucky Swinesburg recognized it, gets the ball, and then back in to Servik. Now Jackson Kerr looking, finds Chris Smiley, top of the key, swings it around. Deep shot by Swinesburg, does not get it to go. Who's there to get the rebound? Vinny Pizzolo. Pizzolo, left-handed dribble, gets in the hands of Joey Nail. Nail in the hands of Rona. Oh, I thought he was going to take the deep three, but instead drives down the lane, does a little spin moon, turns around, puts it up and in. Made it look easy.
Yep, and unfortunately for the Wolverines now, they've kind of settled for shots, and they are not falling.
They have. Here comes Servik, bringing it up. Surveys. Smiley launches up a three off the side of the rim. Don't go. Picks it out there. Swinesburg ends up with it. Oh, he tried to bounce past to Jackson Kerr. It went through the legs, out of bounds. So Tyler Smiley is going to check in for Chucky Swinesburg. Fadden sitting there with 10 points. Drew Rona with 15. Bringing it up the court is Fadden. Running the point this time. Hands it off to Rona. Oh, underneath, puts it up. Oh, Blake Logan had the shot there, but didn't get it to fall. Lake with the rebound, coming the other way. Puts it up. He's fouled, and his shot don't go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot two is Aaron Lake. Drew Rona picks up his second foul, team second. 4:36 remaining here in this second period of play. Lake is sitting there 0 for 1 tonight. His first attempt is in, out of the rim, does not go.
So far, Ellwood 1 for 4 from the free throw line.
I think that's one of the keys. They've only been there 4 times in 2 1/4 plays. Lake's second attempt off the front of the rim, don't go. Who gets the rebound? Vinny Pizzolo. Now down to Drew Rona, almost lost the dribble, puts it underneath there, and a nice pass to Joey Nail. Nail's averaging 11.5 points a game. He's got 11 here, halfway through the third quarter. Tyler Smiley now. Oh, almost went over back. That was
it was close.
Rather be lucky than good. Lake now underneath, puts it up high off the glass, rolls around the rim and counted. It's good. Blake Logan was there with coverage underneath, and just not much he can do with the 6'3" Aaron Lake. Bounce, oh, wide open. How does that happen? Blake Logan in an immediate timeout. That's 2 trips down there. That Mohawk went down there and had a pretty easy layup underneath there. This is going to be a full timeout by the Wolverines. And we'll let you see the Ellwood City cheerleaders. As always, a nice job by our Ellwood City cheerleaders. The score right now, 46-30, 16-point lead. That might be one of the largest here of the night.
And it's a product of offense for defense. Mohawk making their shots, but defensively, Wolverines haven't been given a good opportunity from the field goal line, let alone the free throw line. They haven't been converting them. Sitting there, they were 1 for 7 in the first half. They missed 2 3-pointers in the second. They're 1 for 9 and 1 for 5 from the free throw line. You combine it, folks, well, you do the math, 2 for 14. That's not going to win you games.
I think the other thing that's impressing me about Mohawk is, we talked about that three-headed monster, but you got Fadden with 10 points, Drew Rona with 10 points, Joey Nail with 11.
Balanced
Mazzolo's
attack.
getting in there too. You got Blake Logan putting in there 8 points. Yes, a balanced attack.
And not just 3 or 4 people. We're talking 5 or 6 that can come at you.
Yep.
Oh, this is scary.
Yep. Oh, finds Jackson Kerr open underneath, puts it up and in. That's how you break a press and make them want to quit doing it. Well, we won't see if they stop it yet. Here comes Drew Rona bringing the ball up the court. Gets in the hands to Joey Nail. Nail, little spin move out there to Rona, launches up the 3, nothing but net. It's good. That's how you answer an easy bucket if you're a really good team. You come down, shoot the dagger of a 3-pointer.
It's basically like you make your 2, I'll raise you 3.
You'll trade 3s for 2s all day. Here comes Caleb Serbic, goes down the lane, turns around. A nice acrobatic play there for Caleb Serbic. He might be 5'7", but he can get up there in the air pretty good. Here's Nail.
He's giving havoc. That's for sure.
You leave him uncontested at 8 feet, he's going to put that easy jump shot up and in.
There's just
don't blame the kid at all for shooting that ball.
And I don't want to say this, but it's just no defense from the Wolverines right now.
There's not. And here comes Servic bringing up the court. Gets his pocket picked, but luckily the Wolverines keep it. Aaron Lake. Ball got kind of tipped there. Fadden ends up with it. Here they come. Wasting no time. The running gun. Fadden stops underneath. Here's Nail for the 3. It's nothing but net. Are you kidding? Joey Nail. He's got 16 points on tonight. They've got to figure out how to get out of this press if you're the Wolverines right now. There it was, blocked. Going to be out of bounds. And last touch by the Wolverines, Tyler Smiley. So another turnover for the Wolverines here. 20-point lead now for Mohawk. And quite honestly, this third quarter, they've made it look kind of effortless, just coming out and shooting the ball and playing. Going to see a travel there by Drew Rona. He's tried that spin move going in there. It worked effectively, but that time got the foot going a little bit. Jackson Peters is going to check back in for Blake Logan. So Tyler Smiley, that is, gets it in. This time Blake runs right through the trap.
Oh, he dribbled it right off his foot.
Dribbled it off his foot, and out of bounds it goes. That's 2 straight possessions now for the Wolverines.
And Lake
no
knows
shot attempt.
That's 2 points there that he definitely was going to have. Just,
he had the step he was looking for. So Fadden now into the hands of Nail. Rona out to Mazzolo, underneath to Nail. Back out to Mazzolo, underneath to Pete. There's a shot by Rona, does not get it to go. Who ends up with it? Joey Nail passes underneath, and he's going to be fouled as Bobby Fadden. A nice heads-up play there by Nail. Gets the ball, tries dishing it off to Fadden. He's fouled, and that's going to be on number 2, Caleb Servic, his 3rd now with $1:42 remaining. Wolverines just 1 foul in this third period of play. A rare miss. He's 84 for 102 now on the season, taking his average back down to 83.2%. No, actually 82.8. Makes that
just stop while you're ahead. Just stop while you're ahead.
He makes the second one. He's one of the leading. He is the leading free throw shooter here in the county, and he certainly shot the most of them. Here, Servic now, right in front of the scoring table. Brings it around there. Wolverines down by 21. Servic out to Tyler Smiley, launching up the 3. Oh, off the side of the rim, don't go. Lake, patience that time. He got the rebound, waited. The black shirts went up, they came down, he went up and got the bucket. Fadden now puts it down off the glass, side of the rim, don't go. Who gets the rebound is Jackson Peters, who came off the bench. Gets the offensive rebound and the putback up and good. Here comes Lake, trying to dribble through, and I think they're going to get Joey Nail for getting a little handsy there, reaching. Be his 2nd and the team's 3rd with just under a minute remaining here in his 3rd quarter. Swinesburg checks back in, and Tyler Smiley checked out. Also checking in now for Mohawk. Joey Nail's going to check out for this last minute, and that is number 21, Braden Radzominski. Braden, sophomore, pretty good lineman.
Oh, yeah, he was good on offense in JV game, too.
Yep. know, his dad Todd was a coach, assistant coach here at Mohawk for a whole bunch of years. There's out to Drew Rona. Oh, goes in there. Jackson Kerr trying to cover him, but Rona too tall, too long, puts the shot up and in. Here comes Caleb Cervic. Caleb Cervic now dribbling around there. Oh, one to bounce pass to Jackson, wasn't there. Smiley now, top of the key, looks the clock, 20 seconds remaining. Lob pass into Aaron Lake. Fighting underneath there, gets it blocked big time. I think that was Rads that did that, but Lake got it back. Points in the paint, got up there. He's got 20 of the Wolverines' 38 points. 5 seconds remaining. Goes down, puts it up. Rona, oh, he wanted to foul, didn't get it. There's a shot, no shot. No shot as Cameron O'Lear, who checked in, the sophomore guard, shot did not go. So at the end of 3, it's 59-38. That quarter really dominated, 23-12.
Yeah, not a bad quarter per se in terms of points for Ellwood. Just you don't play defense. Yeah, you don't play defense. You give up 23. Well, you're going to be down going into this fourth quarter.
I'm trying to think of the multi-sport athletes out here. Bobby
Fadden,
insane. He's a quarterback out there. Blake Logan for Mohawk. He was a wide receiver and kicker, pretty good one at that.
And I think baseball too.
Yep. Blake's good at baseball. Joey Nail, he's on the baseball side.
Baseball as well.
Vinny Pizzolo, he's on the baseball side. Braden Radzaminski. We got Fadden out there. He was a MAC all-section player.
Yep.
Rads was a
lineman.
It was honorable mention.
Yep.
On Ellwood's side, you got Chris Smiley, Tyler Smiley.
What I like about it is you don't even talk about this as much per se because baseball kind of takes over. There's a couple players out there that do track and field.
Yes, they do.
And it's really good to watch. It is amazing to watch football.
It's one of the great things about 1, 2, 3A sports is we get to cover these our obviously our Ellwood teams, but the away teams in our section, because they do so many multiple sports, and I love seeing that. In some cases, the schools really need them to, or they wouldn't have enough to field a team. Oh, Caleb Cervic was fouled by Bobby Fadden.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Two. They got 5 players, all starters with 2 fouls. That's something.
And that was 4 seconds into the quarter.
Yeah.
It's almost like Mohawk came out, the fire lit under him, and went after everybody. Here's Swinesburg, bounce pass underneath the Lake, does a little spin move, and finishes the shot that time. Lake's playing great underneath. You got to give him credit. He's got 22 of the Wolverines' 40 points, just unfortunately for the Wolverines. Mohawk sitting there with 59 points. There's Fadden, and you don't see that very often. Fadden, he lost the dribble a little bit coming around the top of the key and wasn't able to get it back. And he's looking at the official and said, hey, are they allowed to reach in like that? So here comes Cervic bringing up the court. Wolverines cut the deficit to 19. Smiley now with the ball. That's Chris Smiley. Oh, tried to bounce pass off of Lake's hands into the hands of Joey Nail. Joey Nail, deep pass down there to Blake Logan. Puts it up, kisses the glass, used the paint, and the board. Count it. He's sitting there with 10 points. 4 Mohawk Warriors in double digits now. Here's Cervic. It is the starting 5 out there for both teams. Smiley, deep 3. Oh, off the glass. Ellwood City Bank is open. Fadden quickly up the court. Bounce pass to Nail. Nail looks over there, has Pizzolo. Pizzolo down the baseline, bounce pass underneath to Logan, puts it up, and a nice pass. Give Pizzolo assist on that one. I thought he was going to shoot it. Really, the Wolverines defense is letting so many points underneath. And it's not just Fadden and Rona.
Well, what's bad,
that time you had Logan underneath there.
You don't want to say it, but it's shameful because this is a good opportunity. You got 43 points. It's pretty good point-wise. You're giving up 63.
Yep. Kicks it out there. Smiley going to try the 3 this time. Does not go. Rebound there by Blake Logan. Drew Rona comes up the court. Shake and bake. Gets a little push there by Jackson Kerr, and they are going to call Jackson with the foul. Teams first, Jackson's first. at the 6:01 mark, 63-43. Bounce pass underneath Mazzolo. Nice way to use his body there to get, that's got to be like 15 of their last 20 points have been within 4 feet of the bucket.
Y'all, the number of assists tonight are going to be insane. It's at least 25 for Mohawk.
So now Servik gets the ball, dribbles around there. Once he go down, gets about there to the elbow, out to Lake. Puts up a three, off the rim, does not go. Fadden with the rebound. Bobby Fadden sitting there with 11 points. Rona, deep three from the sidelines. Nothing but net. It's good. How many threes is that for him? 4, 5. He's got 23. 15 points of those 23 coming via the three-point line. Here comes Caleb Servik. Wants to dribble down there. Stops, comes back out there. Servik, or Chucky Swinesburg, puts it up. Falls to the ground. Shot don't go. And goes off the fingertips of Aaron Lake. Number 12 is going to check back in. Tanner Platt for Drew Rona. And Michael Cuevas checks in for Chucky Swinesburg. And Blake Logan came out as well. Number 4 checked in, Jackson Peters. He has the ball. Another open shot. Are you kidding me? Puts it up for Joey Nail. He's got 18. Nail has 11 points in the second half alone. You get them open shots underneath. 70-43. All Mohawk. Out to Smiley. Top of the key. Once you go out to Servik. There's Cuevas. Wants to shoot the three. Tries to underneath pass. Does not go. And someone's going to get called for a foul. His bodies were falling on the floor. Cuevas sets his first. Team second. So number 22 now checking in. Taylon Swanson. As I think Vinny Pizzolo, his night is going to be done. I think he had 4 points. Yep. The scoreboard changed before I got to it.
Briar Crawford also checked in, number 34 as well.
We got a Crawford in the game, girls game last night. And there's Tanner Platt with the ball. How was the JV game? Who won that? Tipped out there, Chris Smiley. I kind of assumed. Smiley tries to turn around, gets away with a walk there. Now into the hands of Briar Crawford, a junior. He stands at 6'4". He's no slouch. Down the lane, puts it up and in. Oh, does not get it in. Jackson Kerr with the rebound. Coming the other way, puts it up, and he's going to get the and one. Going to count the bucket for Jackson Kerr, his 4th point on the night. Foul was on number 12, Tanner Platt, his first, team second. As Jackson Kerr tries to complete the and one. 3:38 remaining here. As Jackson makes to complete the and one, gets his 5th point of the night.
Adrian Alver checks in for the Wolverines.
So here comes Mohawk. They've not slowed the pace down with the JV players in there. Cameron Allaire now passes it around there. Into the hands of Swanson. Swanson back out to Peters. Let's run a little, kill the clock here. Tried the bounce pass underneath. Tyler Smiley ended up gets the steal. Cuevas with the ball. Coming down. Servik. Turnaround jump off the side of the rim, don't go. Who ends up with it? Number 22, Talon Swanson. Swanson now, the junior, goes down, tries underneath the basket, does not get it to go. As number 23, Adrian Alver, gets the rebound, goes down, and Lake drives to the hoop and gets the point. He's got 24 points so far tonight. He's got half the Wolverines' points. lot of ball movement here by Mohawk. Swanson fakes the three, wants to go down the lane, sees Aaron Lake stands there, thinks better of it. Brower Crawford had the ball. Now it's in the hands of Tanner Platt. Platt waiting there. Now to Peters. A lot of perimeter movement here by Mohawk right now, as you would expect, with a 22-point lead. 3-point shot, no go for Swanson. Rebound by Aaron Lake. Throws it down there to Caleb Cervic. Wants to drive the loop. Puts it up off the glass and good. Got some more check-ins now, as Braden Radzaminski is going to check in, and Jackson Peters is going to take a seat along with Swanson. Wolverine wholesale changes as Matt Flumer checks in along with Brandon Hendrickson. Tyler Smiley's also out there for the last 2 minutes. We're at $1:57 remaining. Mohawk with a comfortable 20-point lead. Bringing up the ball. Looks to Coach O'Lear. As Tanner Platt now hands it off to Landon Arguero. Kicks it out there to number 20. Puts up the shot off the side of the rim. Does not go. That was O'Lear with that shot. I think I already called it jump ball. As Flume was in there with that, as well as Tanner Platt for Mohawk. Possession arrow is in favor of Mohawk. And got to get it in, and going to call timeout. O'Lear knew we were going to get that 5 seconds and did not want to turnover. Have you looked forward to next week at all?
It's all away.
It's all away. Monday night, the girls basketball team will be at Stowe Rocks. That's a big game. A little side note there. It is a section game. 7 o'clock tip-off there.
Yes.
The reason why it's a little bit side note and sidebar, we haven't talked about it yet, and I know Gary Rosansky, the assistant coach for the girls team, asked me today, so it's going to come up. If somebody gets 2 points, they're going to be at 900, and that's Kayla Jones. She's at 898, so we're going to keep track of that from here on out, getting close to that 1,000 mark. And then, let's see, wrestling is at Summit Academy, and then the boys and girls are both on Friday at Beaver Falls. Girls are at 6, boys are at 7:30.
I like it.
And I think, this is going to be interesting for you, I think they're going to be both played in the pit.
Well, I hope so.
We're not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet.
Do that. That'll be different for the girls to play in the pit. They're usually not down in there.
Yeah.
Minute 23 remaining here. Had some other check-ins, Brad. Andrew Lloyd, number 10, checked in. Kicks it out to number 25, Cash Stratton. That's a cool name, Cash Stratton.
Football.
Puts it up. Does not get it to go. Was number 10, Andrew Lloyd. No relation to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Well, but look at the roster.
You're just impressed that I
knew it was coming.
I knew who Andrew Lloyd Webber is.
Oh, man.
He did the Phantom of the Opera.
Well, I knew you played the trombone back in the day.
I did.
Just 2 days ago.
That's why I'm so good at announcing
That's
basketball.
your calling card for the Cows.
Yep, there it is underneath, and doesn't get it to go. Sorry, folks. Jump ball's going to be called. I'm president of the Farm Bell chapter of the Andrew Lloyd Webber fan club, by the way.
I thought you were going to say the Andrew Lloyd Webber trombone fan club.
Nah, I go all in. I'm the only member, but I'm the president. There's a bounce pass underneath, and it is Cash Stratton. That is a cool name. He plays football too, right?
Yep.
Down the lane goes Landon Arguero. Oh, kicked out there, but picked up there by Stratton and Andrew Lloyd. Oh, please pass it to Webber. Oh, Webber's not out there. 25 seconds remaining here. All Mohawk tonight, leading 70-50. I think they're going to be content. Coach Bradley says just back up, lick our wounds, and find our way back to the locker room. As tonight, the Mohawk Warriors came to town and took care of business, beating the Wolverines 70-50. Dominant effort, I would say, by Mohawk. You know you're going to come in here and see Mohawk, and you're going to see Bobby Fadden play. You're going to see Drew Rona play. And they played well tonight. Nothing against them. But you get players like Joey Neal stepping up he had a bunch of points. Blake Logan, Vinny Pizzolo. And that starting five is pretty good right now for the Warriors of Mohawk.
Well, needless to say, if you're Ellwood City, you do hold Mohawk underneath their season average of like 74 points per game. But
I think
again,
you got to also remember they didn't play their starters in the last
you're
5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and that's what I was
alluding to. If
alluding
they wanted to, they could have.
Right, and that's what I'm alluding to. Most of these games for Mohawk, they're sitting most of their players that fourth quarter not needed. And on the flip side, Wolverines, they do score 50, but you're minus 20 on the evening, and that's unfortunately how you take a loss that way. Wolverines will fall to 7-5, 3-1 in section play. Still a great record. You defeated the teams you're supposed to, and unfortunately, you lost to the teams you're supposed to. You're sitting there at 3-1, which is still in the top section of the standings. And they take the top four, and right now, Ellwood has a very good clear shot, honestly, to be the third team in section. Mohawk Warriors improved to 3-0, which is matching Ellwood. Ellwood will fall down. Aliquippa is playing tonight. We'll see where that one is, but both games, unfortunately, at Aliquippa, at Beaver Falls, both Beaver County teams, unfortunately, don't stream on all the networks very well, but we'll give you some updated standings after tonight. In favor of the Mohawk Warriors tonight, and a well-balanced attack. But if you're the Wolverines, now you take the weekend, you take the break. School gets back into play for both these teams. It's weird to say that. We had a basketball game, not one, but two basketball games where school's not in session, but both schools will go back in next week, and we're halfway, Mark.
Yes, we are. So Brad will have all the stats here on our social media accounts. Ellwood City, the Wolverines Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. With that, folks, we're going to finish out this first week of the new year with the broadcast here tonight. So on behalf of Dakota Marshall and Brad Windhorst and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.